Hello and welcome to the IT Governance Podcast for Friday the 22nd of April. Here are this week's stories. Google has just released its 2015 annual Android security report. There's a lot of good news, including the fact that there was no significant or widespread exploitation of remote vulnerabilities in Android devices last year, and that includes stage fright, which reportedly affected 95% of all Android devices and got us all rather worried last summer. Looking to the negative, one stat leapt out. On page 31, the report states 70.8% of all active Android devices are on a version that we support with patches. So, with an estimated 1.4 billion active Android devices in the world, the 29.2% running out-of-date code amounts to some 400 million vulnerable devices. If yours is one of them, or your business issues Android devices to staff, or has a BYOD policy that enables staff to use their own Android devices to access corporate data, make sure they're updated to the newest software versions available. The Android security team patched 69 critical vulnerabilities in 2015, and if you or your staff are running a version of Android that's older than 4.4.4, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to attack. Bad news for customers of web hosting provider 123reg this week. A rogue script run as part of a virtual private server or VPS cleanup operation effectively deleted an unspecified number of customers' websites. To exacerbate the situation, customers who hadn't backed up their VPS might not be able to recover their data. 123reg doesn't hold backup copies itself. In a series of online updates, 123reg said that it would like to extend our apologies to all customers who are still affected by the VPS outage. We understand how important your website is to you, and we're doing everything to restore service to normal levels. It's to be hoped that they manage a full recovery. Hindsight won't help the online businesses that can no longer trade as a result of this error, but it's a timely lesson for everyone else that information security isn't just about protecting yourself from criminal hackers. You also need to consider the damage that can be wrought by your own service providers, suppliers and staff. Creating and maintaining a business continuity management system will allow you to prepare for such threats to your business's operations. Ever wanted to hack the Pentagon? Now's your chance of doing so without landing up in a federal jail. The US Department of Defense has announced a bug bounty program, the first in the history of the federal government, to test and find vulnerabilities in its applications, websites and networks. Participants will be required to register and submit to a background check before they start, so don't do anything silly at home. The Hack the Pentagon program will run from the 18th of April to the 12th of May. Alexander Panin, a 27-year-old Russian responsible for the SpyEye banking malware Trojan, which infected over 50 million computers, causing close to $1 billion in financial harm to individuals and financial institutions around the globe, has been sentenced to 9.5 years imprisonment in the United States. His accomplice, Hamza Bendilaj, was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. Meanwhile, in Russia, the creator of the black hole exploit kit, Dmitry Ponch-Fedotov, has been sentenced to 7 years in a Russian penal colony. Brian Krebs reports that according to Russian security firm Group IB, Ponch had more than 1,000 customers and was earning $50,000 per month from his illegal activity. Well, that's it for this week. Until next time, remember that you can keep up to date with the latest information security news on our blog. And whatever your cybersecurity needs, whether regulatory compliance, stakeholder reassurance, or just greater business efficiency, IT Governance can help your organization to protect, comply, and thrive. Visit our website for more information, itgovernance.co.uk.